we can find limit when we say that limit x tending to a fx equal to L. If limit x equals then, so
L by M.
today I will discuss about some special form of limit that is called indeterminate form. Okay. So when L and limit extends to a in gx,
Sir, M.
okay, m is 0.
Sir,
Then
infinity.
if m is
Sir,
not
Infinity.
0,
it's
then can you find the limit?
no, sir. It is undefined.
Then
Sir,
you cannot
undefined.
find the limit. Okay. But if L and m both are 0, then what happened?
Sir, it is indeterminate form.
That means 0 by 0 is not defined. So you cannot say that limit does not exist. Okay.
Yes, yes,
When your limit is L is 0 and m is 0, then you cannot say that limit does not exist. Okay. Limit may or may not exist, but you cannot say that limit does not exist. Okay.
yes, sir.
That
Yes.
means in this type of form is called indeterminate form. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there are
And
also several forms for indeterminate forms. Okay. Okay. Now indeterminate form. Everyone try to join the meeting before that time. Okay. So
सर एक किसका माइक है सर बहुत ही आवाज कर
someone has mic issue. Okay. So just turn off your mic. Okay. So write down. We know that limit extends to when limit extending to a fx is L and limit extending to a gx is m and m is not equal to 0, then limit extending to a fx upon gx is L upon m. Okay. Now if m equals to 0, then limit of f upon g could not be evaluated. Okay. Now if L and m and m, if L and m both are 0, then limit of quotient function f upon g is said to indeterminate form of 0 by 0. किसका प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है? ऑफ कर दो अपना. So this is a 0 by 0 form. Can you tell me other forms of the indeterminate form? Other indeterminate form?
Sir, infinity by
infinite.
The other indeterminate forms are represented by the symbols infinity upon infinity, and
Sir,
then
infinity minus infinity.
infinity minus infinity,
0 by 0,
0 into infinity. 0 by 0 is already done.
1 power
Okay.
infinity,
Infinity
0 into infinity,
1
0 to the power
infinity.
0,
1 power infinity,
1 to the power infinity, and infinity power 0. These are the forms of indeterminate forms. Okay. So if this type of things happen, then how to find the limit? Okay, how will you find the limit?
Hill Hospital.
Okay, just try to find this example. Okay, determine limit x tending to 0 e to the power x minus e to the power x minus 2 log 1 plus x upon x sin x. What will be the limit of this function?
सर और एक बार बोलिए क्या लिखा है?
Limit x tending to 0 e to the
Yes.
power x minus e to the power minus x,
Okay.
then minus 2 log 1 plus x
Minus 2
and
log 1
divided
plus
upon x sin of x. Okay,
x sin x.
and x sin x divided by x sin x.
हाँ सर.
Okay, then what is the limit of this function as x tending to 0? Let's try to find the limit. Solution is, since limit x tending to 0 e to the power x minus e to the power x plus 2 log 1 plus x and x sin x. Okay, now if first of all you will try to find the limit as x tending to 0, when you put x tending to 0, then what will be the case? This is e to the power 0 and e to the power, this is 1 minus 1, so this is 0, and this is minus 2 log 1, so this is also 0, and x sin x as x tending to 0, this term is also 0. So this is what? 0 by 0
0
case?
by 0 form.
0 by 0 case. Then what you will do? You can just
Derivative
try
of
to find the derivative of first this function and this function. Okay, then you can solve. Okay, now if the derivative term is also, if you apply limit on this derivative term, then if this term is also 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity or other type of indeterminate forms, then you can apply another limit, another type of then you can find the derivative another time and then apply the limit. Okay, so this type of rule is called L'Hospital rule for finding limit of indeterminate forms. Okay, so write down theorem. This is L'Hospital rule I think all of you know the L'Hospital rule.
Yes, sir.
L'Hospital's rule for 0 by 0 case. Okay. So what will be that? If f and g are two functions such that this is number one, limit x tending to a fx equals to limit x tending to a gx, what will be it? This is 0. And number two, f dash x, that means derivative of this function must exist. F dash x and g dash x exist, and what will be the condition for g dash x?
G dash x not equal to 0.
G dash x must be not equal to 0. At which point? Except possibly at x equal to a, because we are interested only in the point a. Okay, possibly at x equal to a. And number three, limit x tending to a f dash x divided upon g dash x exist, then what will be the conclusion? Then this theorem tells us limit of fx upon gx is limit x tending to a f dash x upon gx. Okay, so
G
this is
dash.
the this is f dash x upon g dash x. So this is the limit of the function. So this is called L'Hospital's rule for 0 by 0 case. Now write down generalized L'Hospital rule. Okay? Generalized L'Hospital rule for 0 by 0 case. Okay, so this is only for first derivative. Now we have we are trying to generalize this theorem. Okay, let if f and g be two functions such that number one, f and x and g and x exist, and g and x is not equal to 0 except possibly at x equal to a, and number two, when x tending to a limit of fx equals to f dash x, and then f n minus 1 x is 0. Up to n minus 1 is derivative, these limits are going to be 0, and limit of gx equal to g dash x, and then up to gn minus 1 is derivative, this is 0, and number 3, limit of this function fn x divided upon gn x exist, then this conclude as limit x tending to a fx upon gx is same as limit x tending to a fn x divided upon gnx. Okay, so this is the general L'Hospital rule for 0 by 0 form. So similarly you can write the L'Hospital rule for infinity by infinity case also. Okay,
Uh,
do you understand?
sir, if n minus
Sorry?
1 x is equal to 0 कैसे हो
Yes.
गया?
So look at the theorem. If you will apply L'Hospital rule, okay, then what should be the case? First of all, you will obtain the 0 by 0 case, then you will apply L'Hospital rule. Okay, if this is a general case, okay, and you are try to find general case, in first case what happened, when you are try to find limit extends to a fx upon gx, then this must be limit extends to f dash x and g dash x, and in that case what is the limit of fx and gx? Both are 0. Okay, now you are applying L'Hospital rule nth time, and your nth derivative is non-zero at this point. Okay, so the n minus 1th derivative must be 0 in gnx and fnx, then you apply nth derivative.
Yes, sir.
Understand?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, but because you are you can apply only uh, in that time L'Hospital rule when you will obtain 0 by 0 case or infinity by infinity case or other case. Okay, then you will apply L'Hospital rule. Okay, otherwise you cannot apply. So just try to solve an example. Okay, find the value of a and b such that limit x tending to 0 x into 1 plus a cos x minus b sin x divided upon x cube is equals to 1. So try to find the value of a which the limit of this function is equals to 1. Find out. Can you find? Try to solve this example.
सर विजिबल तो नहीं है
अरे
सर वीडियो कट रहा है।
सर आपका इंटरनेट खराब है।
इंटरनेट तो मेरा ठीक है। So see, आवाज आ रहा है ना?
सर साफ से दिखाई नहीं दे रहा।
दिख नहीं रहा सर
नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है सर।
सर,
सर
आप
क्वेश्चन
फिर
ही
से
बोल
बोलिए एक
दीजिए।
बार।
आवाज आवाज आ रहा है ना? आवाज सुनो, ठीक है? Find that value of a and b, okay, such that limit x tending to 0 x into 1 plus a cos x minus b sin x divided upon cube is equal to 1. Okay,
सर आवाज भी सर नहीं आ रहा है।
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है? क्या हो गया इसमें?
आवाज कट कट के आ रहा है सर।
नेटवर्क का प्रॉब्लम है क्या? तो ठीक है, आवाज आ रहा है अभी? हाँ, एक मिनट। ब्लर आ रहा है ना इसमें?
सर रिकनेक्ट
नहीं
कीजिए
आ रहा
सर।
है, अभी नहीं आ रहा है। सब डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाए, सब मीटिंग रख के अपना आवाज नहीं आ
सर
रही।
सर वीडियो को ऑफ करके ऑन कर दीजिए।
आवाज आ रहा है?
यस सर,
आवाज आ रहा है ना?
आवाज भी कट रहा है सर।
आवाज ही कट रहा है, तो का प्रॉब्लम। बीच में डिस्टर्ब करता है वो।
यस सर, अभी ठीक है सर।
थोड़ा वेट करो। है क्लियर?
आ गया आ गया।
ठीक है।
सर एक बार रिकनेक्ट कर दीजिए सर, कोई दिक्कत नहीं।
वेट, मैं इसको connect करता हूँ। देखो आ रहा है क्या?
आ रहा है सर।
यस सर, आ रहा है।
हाँ इधर
इसमें
माइक
इतना
बंद कर दो।
आवाज हो रहा है। अब ठीक है ना? ठीक है, अभी भी प्रॉब्लम हो रहा
ठीक है सर, ठीक है।
है? ओके, सो ठीक है। So let's try to find this one. So find the value of a and b such that limit x tending to 0, x into 1 plus a cos x minus b sin x divided upon x cube equals to 1. Okay, so I will solve this. So limit x tending to 0, x into 1 plus a cos x divided upon b sin x divided upon x cube. Now first of all, when you apply limit, then what will be the limit of this one, numerator and denominator? this will be extending to 0, then this is 0 and this is also 0, so this is 0 by 0 case.
0 by
Okay.
0.
So then apply L'Hospital rule. Applying L'Hospital rule. Okay. Then what will be the case? X tending to 0. The derivative of this one is 1 plus a cos x. Then derivative of this one is x into derivative of 1 plus a cos x.
Next page
This
में
one
है
is minus
A
a
sin
sin x.
x.
Okay. And derivative of minus b sin x is b cos x and divided upon 3x square.
3x square.
Now, okay, now apply limit. Then what will be the limit? As x tending to 0, the limit of denominator is 0 and limit of numerator is what? This is 1 plus a. When you apply x tending to 0, then cos x at 0 is what? 1. So this is 1 plus a. And when you apply limit here, then this term is 0. And in last term, this is minus b. So what is the case? This implies this is limit x tending to 0. दिख रहा? नीचे आ गया जरा. Limit x tending to 0 and the numerator is what? 1 plus a minus b. 1 plus a minus b and denominator is what? 0. Okay. But this is some number by 0, but this is not the 0 by 0 case. So you cannot apply L'Hospital rule here. So L'Hospital rule is applicable only when this one is also 0, numerator is also 0. So this will be 0 by 0 case only if we'll get 0 by 0 case only if 1 plus a minus b equals to 0. So write down this one as equation number 1. Now apply L'Hospital rule once again in equation in this case. Okay. Now apply again. Applying L'Hospital rule, get limit x tending to 0. And what is the derivative of this one? Derivative of is 1 plus a cos x is minus a sin x. Then derivative of minus x ax into sin x. So this one is minus a into sin x. Then this one is minus ax cos x, minus ax into cos x, and then last one is plus b sin x and divided upon what? This one is 3x square, so this is 6x. So if you apply limit as extending to 0, then this one is also 0. So this is also again 0 by 0 case. So this is also 0 by 0 case. Okay. So again, just simplify this equation. Limit, is this derivative is correct? So just check your own. Is this minus a sin x? Okay, and minus ax cos x, and then this one is plus b sin x. Okay, so what will be the limit of this function is, so this one is common out, b minus 2a into sin x, then this one is minus ax cos x and divided upon 6x. This one is also 0 by 0 case. So once again apply L'Hospital rule in this equation. Again applying L'Hospital rule, we obtain limit x tending to 0, and this one is b minus 2a into cos x, and this one is minus a, then this one is sin x, and this will be plus sin x, sorry, minus ax sin x, and this is minus a cos x, and then divided by 6. Derivative of 6x is 6. So now apply limit. Then what will be the limit of this function? This as x tending to 0, this one is b minus 2a, as cos 0 is 1, and this one is 0, and this one is minus a. So this one becomes 6 b minus 2a and minus a. This is b minus 3a, and then this is divided by 6. And what is given? Given that limit of this function is what? 1. Then that means this is equals to 1. Okay, so this implies b minus 3a equals to 6. So this is equation 2. Now solve equation 1 and 2. What will be the answer? What is equation 1? 1 plus a minus b is 0, and equation 2 is b minus 3a equal to 6. Solve these two equations. What will be a and b? Find the solution of 1 and 2.
सर इक्वेशन नंबर 1 फिर से एक बार एक्सप्लेन कर दीजिए सर.
आवाज आ रहा है तुम लोगों को? अच्छा ठीक है, वो इंटरनेट
सर इक्वेशन नंबर 1 फिर से एक बार बताइए ना सर. इक्वेशन 1
1 plus a minus b equals to 0. ओके,
उसका डेरिवेटिव एक बार बता दीजिए सर फिर से सर.
कौन सा डेरिवेटिव? फर्स्ट में
यस
देखो,
सर, फर्स्ट वन.
just see what is your original equation. Original equation is x into 1 plus a cos x minus b sin x and divided by x cube.
यस
First
सर.
of all you apply limit, then what is the case? This is 0 by 0 case. Okay,
यस सर.
so then apply L'Hospital rule, and when you find the derivative of this function, derivative of first is one is what? 1 plus a cos x, then this is x into derivative of 1 plus a cos x, and derivative of 1 plus a cos x is what? Minus a sin x. Okay.
Oh, yes.
And derivative of b sin x is what? Minus b cos x. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, and derivative of x cube is x square. Then apply limit. Then when you apply the limit, then what will be the limit of numerator? Numerator is 1 plus a and minus b.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
But in the denominator, this is 0. So
Yes, sir.
what happened? Your denominator is 0 and numerator is some numbers. So you cannot apply L'Hospital rule here. So
Yes,
you
sir.
just think that this will be 0 by 0 case, only numerator is also 0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That means 1 plus a minus b must be 0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then in that case, your 0 by 0 case is obtained. Now you can apply L'Hospital rule in this equation.
Yes,
So
sir.
when you apply L'Hospital rule, then you will get this equation. Okay. B minus 2a sin x minus x cos bx upon 6x. Okay. So
Yes.
now this is what? This is 0 by 0 case also. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
in this case, again you apply L'Hospital rule. When you apply L'Hospital rule, then this will be b minus 2a cos x plus ax sin x minus a cos x and divided upon 6. So now when you apply limit in this equation, then your limit is b minus 3a divided by 6. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
सर a equal to
given
minus
that,
5 by 2 है ना?
sorry,
A equal to minus 5 by 2 आंसर
सर b
क्या कह
equal
रहे
to
हो?
minus 3 by 2. Sir a equal to minus 5 by 2
5 by 2
and b equal to minus 3 by 2.
Okay. So b minus 3 by 6 is 1 because limit of this function is given that this limit is 1. So b minus 3a by 6 is 1. Okay. That means b minus 3a is 6 and your equation 1 is 1 plus a minus b equal to 0. So just solve these two equations. Okay. So if just you add 1 and 2, then what will gives? Adding 1 and 2 vanishes b. Then 1 minus 2a equals to what? 6. Okay. And this implies this is minus 2a equals to 5. So a is minus 5 by 2 and just find the b.
yes sir is
Okay.
minus
And then what is b?
minus 3 by 2.
Minus 3 by 2.
minus 3 by 2
So for a equal to minus 5 by 2 and b equal to minus 3 by 2, limit of this function is equals to 1. Okay. So this is homework. Evaluate the limit x tending to 0 cos hyperbolic x minus cos x divided upon x sin x. Okay. So this one is your homework. So evaluate limit x and x tending to 0 cos hyperbolic x minus cos x and divided by x sin x. Okay.
सर हेलो
Yes. Yes.
सर ये cos hyperbolic x जो आप बता रहे वो नॉर्मल h है ना सर?
हाँ h है, नॉर्मल h है. cos hyperbolic x जैसा होता है. ठीक है. This is not complex. This is real hyperbolic. Okay. So understand. So now we'll try to show that when other case happen, then how will we find the limit. Okay. the 0 by 0 case and infinity by infinity case both are same. Okay, so now we'll try to show how to find the limit of other case. Okay, so when you have given form 0 into infinity, okay, when you have given 0 into infinity form, then how will find the limit? Okay, if limit x tending to a fx is 0 and limit x tending to a gx equals to infinity, then limit of fx into gx equals to 0 into infinity occurs. Okay, so when your limit of fx is 0 and limit of gx is infinity, then in that case limit of your fx and gx is 0 into infinity case. Okay, so in that case you can write then fx into gx equals to, how can you write this one? Fx, and this one can be written as 1 by gx. Okay, can you write this one?
Yes, sir.
Fx into
Yes, sir.
gx can be written as fx divided by 1 by gx, and then what is this one? Then
0
what
into
is the limit
infinity.
of fx by this? This is 0 by 0 case. Okay, if your limit of gx is infinity, then what is the limit of 1 by gx? That is 0. That means your limit of fx into gx is now what is 0 by 0 case. Okay, understand? That means when you have given that limit is of 0 into infinity form, then you can convert this as 0 by 0 case or also by infinity case. If you choose fx as 1 by fx, then that can be infinity by infinity case. Okay,
Okay, sir.
if you write this one as gx upon 1 by fx, then what will be the limit? This is infinity by infinity case. Okay, so that means your 0 into infinity form is nothing but your 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form. Okay, so now
Okay.
try to find another case, infinity minus infinity. Okay, so when this can be reduced to 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity form also by fx minus gx can be written as, just try to write this one as 1 upon fx into gx, and in the numerator 1 by gx minus fx. Is this two are same? Fx minus gx and these two are same. Can you see this? Is this both are same? So just try to find this one, fx into gx, and this one is fx minus gx
सर
and
नीचे
fx into gx,
सर नीचे में
and
क्या
this is
माइनस लिखे हुए
divided
क्या?
by, no, ये देखो, this is 1 by gx minus 1 by fx
जी.
and divided by 1 by fx into 1 by fx into gx. So these two are
Same है.
same. Okay,
Same है sir.
that means
Yes, sir.
okay, that means you can say that this limit is either 0 by 0 case or infinity by infinity case. Okay,
Sir. हाँ.
so that means your infinity minus infinity case is also nothing but 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity case. Okay, now let's try to find what happened when your case is other type. From 0 to other case are 0 to the power 0, 1 to the power infinity, or infinity to the power 0. These are the other form. So this will happen when your function is like that, fx and fx to the power gx. If your function look like that, fx to the power gx, then this type of limit can happen. Okay, so if y equals to fx to the power gx, and if limit of fx is 0 and gx is 0, then first case occurs. And if fx is 1 and gx is infinity, then second case. And third case when fx is infinity and gx is 0. So these three cases occurs when your function is a power of a function. Okay, so in that case, how will obtain the limit? Just try to apply log in both sides. Apply log on both sides. What will happen? Log of y equals to gx into what?
Log fx.
Log of fx. Okay, now if you apply the limit on both sides, okay, limit x tending to a, log of y equals to limit of x tending to 0 a, gx into log of fx. Okay, now what is the limit of this one? If log of limit of x tending to a log y is same as limit x log of limit of y, that means if you apply exponential on both sides, then what will happen? Then the limit of this y is what? Then y equals to what?
E to the power limit x tend to a
limit x tending to a
gx
y,
into y. ये.
this one, that means y is e to the power limit x tending to a y.
y नहीं होगा sir. gx ना होगा.
Y is what? So just try to understand this one. E to the power limit of x
X
tending
tend
to a
gx
gx into
log
log of
fx.
fx.
जी
Okay,
sir.
so just simplify this one. Okay, that means your y is what? Y is limit x, sorry, exponential
E-
power e to the power limit x tending
x
to
tend to
a
a
fx into gx into
log fx.
log of fx.
जी
So
sir.
gx into log fx is what? This implies e to the power limit x tending to a log of fx
fx
to the
into.
power gx. Okay,
जी sir.
gx
Yes
into
sir.
log fx means what? Gx is power of fx. Okay, is it okay? And this implies e to the power limit of x tending to a, and what is fx to the power gx? Fx is to the power gx is what? Y.
y sir. log y हो
Okay,
जाएगा.
so this one is what? Log of y.
y.
Okay, that means y equals to e to the power limit x tending to a log of y. Okay, so when you have given this type of form, then you will solve using this method. Okay, so first try to find find the limit of the given equations. Okay, this one is limit x tending to 0 1 upon x square minus 1 upon sin square x. Okay, what will be the limit of this one? Limit x tending to 0 1 by x square minus 1 by sin square x. First of all, what is the case in this equation?
Infinity minus infinity.
Infinity minus infinity. Okay, so this is infinity minus infinity case. So for infinity minus infinity case, what will be the method? You just convert this to 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity case. Okay, then limit x tending to 0, just take this one as x square sin x, and then what is the this one? Sin square x minus x square. Now what is the case here?
0 by 0 हो
If
जाएगा सर.
limit x tend to 0, then this is 0 and this is also 0. So this is 0 by 0 case. Okay. Now apply L'Hospital rule. Applying L'Hospital rule, we get, what is that? What is the derivative? Sin square x is what?
2 sin x into
2
cos
sin
x.
sin
x
x into cos x.
Cos x, and this is minus
2x.
2x, and this one is 2x into sin
Sin
square
square
x,
x plus
and then plus x square into
square
2
into 2 sin x into cos x.
sin x cos x, and this implies limit x tending to 0. 2 sin x cos x is what?
Sin 2x
Sin 2x minus
minus
2x,
2x.
and this is
2x
2x into sin square x, and this one is plus
x square sin 2x.
x square sin 2x, and now apply the limit. What will be the limit? X tending to 0. This is 0 as in numerator, and also in denominator this is also 0. This is also
0 by
0 by
0.
0 case.
फिर से
So then
difference
again apply, again
apply L'Hospital rule.
differentiate, apply L'Hospital rule. So then what is the derivative?
2 cos 2x
2 cos 2x minus
minus
2.
2.
Okay, and in the
2
denominator this is
2
2
into
into
sin square.
sin square x, and then plus 2 into
2 into
2x
x
into sin 2x, 2x, and
sin
derivative of sin
into
square x is what? Sin
2 sin x
2x.
into cos.
Okay,
2 into
2 sin
2
x cos
into
x, that means sin 2x. Okay, 2 sin
yes
x
sir.
cos x, and 2
Yes
sin
sir.
x cos x is what? Sin 2x. Okay,
जी sir.
so then derivative of x square sin 2x. So x square
2x
sin 2x is 2x
2x sin
and
2x
sin 2x, then plus
x square cos
x
2x into
square
2
into 2
2
cos
cos
2x.
2x
2a cos 2x. Okay, now apply the limit. Then what will be the limit? As x tending to 0, this one is 2 minus 2, this is 0, and in the denominator
0 sir.
this
0
is
by
also,
0.
this is again also 0 by 0 case.
Yes
Okay,
sir.
so then apply again L'Hospital rule. Okay, so applying L'Hospital rule. Okay, limit x tending to 0. So what will be the numerator? Numerator is minus 4 sine 2x. Okay, and derivative of minus 2 is 0. So now see the derivative of denominator. The derivative of 2 sine square x is what? 2 sine 2x. Okay, now derivative of 2x sine 2x. What is derivative of 2x sine 2x? There are two terms of 2x sine 2x. Okay, so this is plus 4x sine 2x. Okay, in the numerator there are two terms related to sine 2x. Okay, so this is 4x sine 2x, so plus 4x into 2 cos 2x, then plus 2 into sine 2x. Now plus 2x square cos 2x. So this is 4x and cos 2x plus 4x square, then this is minus sine 2x. Then this is also 0 by 0 case. Okay, so just see that when you apply again, this is also 0 by 0 case. This is minus 4 sine 2x, and this is 2 sine 2x, and this is your 8x cos 2x, and this is also 2 sine 2x. So this one is limit extending to 0 minus 4 sine 2x, and just simplify this. This is 2 sine 2x, and this is 2 sine 2x. So and here is minus 4. Sorry, this is x
सर आप नीचे
square.
लिखिएगा सर, आप नीचे नहीं लिखिएगा, ऊपर ठीक तो है।
क्या
2
हुआ?
sin 2x 2 sin 2 4 sin 2x नीचे नहीं लिखिएगा।
This is नहीं, in the numerator also minus 4 sin x.
जी
Derivative of 2x 2 cos 2x minus 2 is what? Minus 4 sin 2x.
वो तो समझ गया
Okay.
सर।
अब नीचे भी आएगा ना, प्लस
जी
4 sin 2x,
प्लस 4 sin 2x
4 sin 2x, then
12 cos
now
2x
8x
4x cos
and
2x
see here 4x cos 2x, and here is
8
also 8x
8x
cos 2x. So that means
12 cos 2x 12x cos
12
2x
x cos 2x. Okay, and this is minus 4x square, 4x square sin 2x.
माइनस 4 sin 2x घटाए नहीं सही, माइनस 4 sin 2x घटेगा
सर
नहीं,
ऊपर वाला
ये तो
डिनोमिनेटर में
नीचे है ना,
सॉरी हाँ ऊपर लिखा हुआ ठीक है।
ये तो
सर
ऊपर है
ऊपर
ना
वाला
न्यूमरेटर में।
डिनोमिनेटर में 4 sin 2x होगा सर।
क्या क्या?
सर इसके
नहीं
ऊपर
4
में
नहीं
जो
होगा, माइनस ही होगा, माइनस होगा। देखो 2
सर
cos
cos का
2x का
डेफिनेशन
डेरिवेटिव
माइनस
है ना
sin
वो।
2x होता है।
सर मतलब उसका डिनोमिनेटर में सर वो 2 sin 2x प्लस 4x इंटू 2 cos 2x प्लस 4 sin 2x होगा
कहाँ पे बोल रहे हो?
सर। नेक्स्ट पेज में सर।
इसमें देखो, हाँ इसमें कहाँ प्रॉब्लम है?
सर वो लिमिट x टेंड टू 0 माइनस 4 sin 2x एंड डिनोमिनेटर में 2 sin 2x प्लस 4x 2 cos 2x प्लस 4 sin 2x सर।
4 sin 2x तो यहाँ पे हो गया ना, 2 sin 2x प्लस 2 sin 2x, 4 sin 2x तो आ गया ना यहाँ पे। ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे है? और यहाँ पे 8x cos 2x था, यहाँ पे 4 था,
जी
तो यहाँ पे 12x cos 2x आएगा, यही बोल रहे हो ना? ठीक है,
ओके ओके
ठीक है सर।
प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे है? प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे है बताओ? Okay, now apply the limit. Then what will be the limit? This is also 0 by 0 case. Okay,
हाँ सर 0/0.
so then apply again limit x tending to 0. So in this case minus 8
Sin
cos
2x. It
2x.
equals 2x. हाँ sorry.
Okay, and then divided by this one is what?
8
Minus, sorry, plus
plus
8
cos
8
2x.
cos 2x.
2x
Okay, then
plus
in this
12
case
plus 12 cos 2x
plus 12 cos
cos 2x
2x. Okay, then
minus
in this case minus
12x sin 2x. This is
24
24 x
x
sin 2x
sin 2x. Okay, and then in this case minus 8
8x
x sin
sin
2x
2x
and minus
minus 8x square
8x square
cos
cos
2x.
2x. Okay, now apply the limit. What will be the limit? In the numerator this is minus 8 and in the denominator this is 0, so this is 1, so plus 8, and
Plus
in this
8.
case plus 12. Okay, and where there is cos x term, then that term will give you a constant, and with sin x and x term that will give you 0. So this is 0, this is 0, and this
0
is also
0
0. Okay, so this equals to what? Minus 8
minus 8 by 20.
by 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is
2
the
by
limit
minus 2
in
by
value.
5 minus 2 by
So
5.
this is minus 2 upon 5. So this is your limit. कहीं तो कुछ गड़बड़ तो नहीं हुआ?
सर -1/3 आ रहा है.
हाँ, -1/3 आना चाहिए. कहीं तो कुछ छूट गया है क्या? देखना कैलकुलेशन में कहीं पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ है. ठीक है, तो -1/3 आएगा आंसर. ठीक है, वो चेक कर लेना. ठीक है, कोफिशिएंट कहीं पे कुछ छूट गया होगा. ओके, चेक कर लोगे ना तुम ये सब? देखना कहीं पे कुछ कोफिशिएंट वगैरह कुछ छूट गया होगा.
सर 24 cos 2x होगा क्या?
24. हाँ, देखो वही कोफिशिएंट में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ होगा कहीं पे. ठीक है,
जैसे 12x cos 2x है ना,
हाँ
उसको डिफरेंशिएशन किए ना फिर से.
यहाँ पे नहीं,
जी
वो
सर.
24 आएगा तो फिर 8 तो ऐड हो रहा है ना यहाँ पे.
हाँ
8
सॉरी. हाँ
यहाँ पे, ये इसको पहले किया तो यहाँ से क्या आ गया तुम्हारा? 8 आ गया, 8 cos 2x, और यहाँ से 12x था, तो पहले x को डिफरेंशिएट करोगे ना तब यहाँ पे 12 आ रहा है. ठीक था यहाँ पे. ठीक है, देन -24x sin 2x था यहाँ पे. ठीक है, कहीं पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ है. ठीक है, इसमें 2x sin 2x, so this is 4x sin 2x. 8. तो चेक कर लेना. ठीक है,
ठीक है सर, चेक करके फिर से बना.
-1/3 आएगा इसका आंसर. ठीक है, चेक कर लेना. तो हो जाएगा. कहीं पे डिफरेंशिएशन में कोफिशिएंट वगैरह कुछ हो गया होगा. ठीक है, तो कुछ एग्जांपल्स देते हैं. फाइंड द लिमिट्स ऑफ द फॉलोइंग. किसी का आया था ना -1/3?
यस सर।
उसका कोफिशिएंट, तुम्हारा कोफिशिएंट कहाँ पे क्या आया था पता ना, उसमें हो गया होगा।
सर मेरा आया सर -4 sin 2x बाई 6
ओके,
sin 2x प्लस 12x cos 2x माइनस 4x स्क्वायर sin 2x।
6 आया था ना तुम्हारा उसमें,
जी सर।
यहाँ पे 6 sin 2x आया था।
यस सर। तो ऊपर में सर वहां पे जो 2 sin 2x है उसको 4 sin 2x होगा सर वो।
ओके ओके, ठीक है, वो करेक्शन कर लेना, ठीक है। x tending to 1 minus log of 1 minus x divided by cot of pi x, then find the value of a and b such that limit x tending to 0 a e to the power x plus b e to the power minus x plus 2 sin x divided by sin x plus x cos x equals to 2. Okay. Number 3, limit x tending to 0 tan x divided by x to the power 1 by x equals to 1. Okay. So this is the case of infinity power infinity. Okay. Sorry, 1 to the power infinity case. So try to solve these examples. Okay. सेकंड क्वेश्चन तो जैसा कराया था पहला क्वेश्चन उसी टाइप का होगा, ये सब सॉल्व करना, ठीक है। तो यहाँ तक किसी को डाउट है इंडिटरमिनेट फॉर्म में? ठीक है, फिर आगे शुरू करते हैं। मीन वैल्यू थ्योरम पढ़ा है कभी?
यस सर, रोल्स थ्योरम।
ओके, रोल्स थ्योरम क्या है बता सकते हो? रोल्स थ्योरम क्या है, उसका स्टेटमेंट पता है कुछ, या फिर उसके बारे में कुछ भी पता हो तो बताओ। रोल्स थ्योरम क्या कहता है? बताओ, पढ़ा है तो कुछ बताओ। भूल गए?
सर
हाँ बोलो।
सर अगर कोई एक फंक्शन एक किसी इंटरवल के बीच में कंटिन्यूअस और डिफरेंशिएबल रहता है तो वहां पे एक सी पॉइंट एग्जिस्ट करता है जिसका एफ डैश 0 होता है।
ठीक है, फिर राइट डाउन रोल्स थ्योरम। Let if a function f defined if a function f defined on AB is, ये रोल्स थ्योरम is always valid in case of closed and bounded interval. Okay, and satisfying some condition. Number 1, continuous on this interval AB and differentiable derivable
At open interval.
on the open interval AB. And what is the third case? Value of
Sir,
f at
f of
A
a equal to
is
f of b.
equals to f of B. Okay, then this says that there exists at least one real number C belongs to this open interval AB such that f dash C equals to 0. Okay, what is the geometrical meaning of this statement?
স্যার বলছি রোলস থিওরেমের ক্ষেত্রে এই তিনটে কন্ডিশনের মধ্যে যে কোনো একটি মানলেই তো রোলস থিওরেম এ হবে, প্রযোজ্য হবে।
No, no.
তিনটেই
Function f must
satisfaction.
satisfy all these three properties. Okay,
মানে
and
তিনটে
also
তিনটে
in a
প্রপার্টি
closed interval.
ওকে স্যার।
Okay, must satisfy these three properties. Okay, if any one of these not holds, then this is not true. Okay, strictly need to satisfy these all three properties. Okay, so what is the geometrical meaning of this Rolle's theorem?
सर
What do you
नीचे का लाइन
understand
को
by
और
this?
एक बार पढ़िए इसका और नीचे का लाइन।
If these three conditions are satisfied, then this states that there exists at least one real number, okay, in this open interval AB such that f dash C equals to 0. Okay, understand? So what is the geometrical interpretation, or what do you understand about this theorem? What is the geometrical meaning?
Slope is
Okay.
0.
F dash C equals to 0. What is f dash?
Slope of
F dash means derivative, and derivative is what? Slope. Okay, and slope at some point is 0. This is statement tells us that the slope is 0 at some point.
It's sir
Okay,
parallel
that
to
means-
x-axis or something.
Okay, yes, exactly. If just try to draw a graph like that, let y equal to fx be any function, okay, in the interval AB. Okay, and like that, any function, this is a function, okay, any function y equal to fx. Now see that this is a point x equal to a, and this is a point x equal to b. Okay, and this, the assumption of this theorem says that this is f of a, and this is, I think this height should be same, this is f of b. Okay, f of b. This tells that f of a equals to f of b. Okay, value of the function at a and value of the function at b both are same. Okay, that means draw a line, that means this height is same, this height is same. Then there exists a point C in between a and b, this is x equal to c, such that f dash C, this is f dash means slope of that function. Okay, and this slope is what? At some point C, this is 0. That means this must be, this is 0. Okay, this is f dash C, and this f dash C equals to 0. Okay, if this slope is like this, then this is not 0. This slope is like this, then not 0. But this is 0. Okay, that means the slope of this function is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, or in other words, f dash c equals to 0. That means what? Some function f of c equal to 0, that means c is a root of that function.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so f dash c equals to 0 means that what? C is a root of f dash. Understand? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that means if fx has any roots in between a and b, then f dash must have at least one root in between. Okay, that means if fx has a root, if fx is a function and fx has a root, then between two roots of fx there exists at least one root of f dash. Okay, so this statement tells us that if these three conditions satisfied, then the slope of the function is parallel to the x-axis. Okay, so now we will derive another examples. This one is called mean value theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem. So do you know Lagrange's mean value theorem?
Yes, sir.
Lagrange's mean value theorem. Mean value theorem. What is the statement?
Sir, in closed interval, if a function is a continuity and derivative, then it is Lagrange mean value
Then
theorem satisfied.
what is the condition? What is the statement?
There is
If
a point
But
in
if a function is derivable and
a
continuous,
function, f defined on closed interval AB is number 1, continuous on AB, and number 2, derivable on open interval AB, then this tells us that then there exists at least one real number C belongs to open interval A and B such that f of B minus f of A divided upon B minus A is what? F dash C. Is there any relation between Lagrange's mean value theorem and Rolle's theorem? Can you tell me? Is there any relation between Lagrange's mean value theorem and Rolle's theorem?
Sir, it's f of b equals to f of a. So the
Yes.
the
sir, f of b might
Yes,
not be equal to f
you
of
got
a.
the point.
yes.
Yes, if that means if f of b equal to f of a, okay,
Yes.
in
Then
Lagrange's
this
mean value theorem, we don't say that
zero.
f of b not equal to fb, may or may not be 0, okay.
Mhm.
So if f of a equal to f of b, in that case f dot c equals to 0. That
Oh.
means Lagrange's mean value theorem is general, more general, okay. So which one is more strong, Lagrange's mean value theorem or Rolle's theorem?
Lagrange.
Lagrange's mean value theorem, because we can find also for FB not equal to FA and for FA equal to FB also. So if FA equals to FB, then F dash C equals to 0. That means Rolle's theorem is a particular case of Lagrange's theorem. Okay, so write down a note. Rolle's theorem is a particular case of Lagrange's mean value theorem for f of A equals to f of B. Okay. So now what is the geometrical meaning of Lagrange's mean value theorem? So what is this equation? FB minus FA by B minus A. So look at the graph. Okay, just draw a graph like just draw a graph. See that let us take this point as x equals to A and take this point as x equal to B. So then what is the location of this point? A comma f of A.
Yes.
And what is the point, this one?
B comma f of B.
B comma f of B. Okay. So now if you draw a line joining these 2 points, like this, and denote this one as a point A and this one as a point B. Okay, just draw a line joining A and B. Okay, so what will be the equation of the line A and B?
It will be,
Okay,
sir, x minus A
AB
divided.
equals to what? This is A comma FA and this is B comma FB. Then what will be the equation of this line AB?
Y equals to, sir,
Y equal to Y.
So f of B minus f of
F
A
of B minus
F
FA
of
by B minus A.
B minus
minus
F of
F
A
of A
divided by
B minus
B
A.
minus A. Okay,
yes.
so that means the line joining A and B is FB minus FA by B minus A.
Yes.
Okay, and what is F dash C? F dash C, if this point C is C, then if I will, F dash C means what? Tangent to this curve.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that means this is a tangent. Say this point is C point and this is C. So that means this is F dash C. Okay,
Yes.
so and this tells us that FB minus FA by B minus A is F dash C. That means the chord joining these 2 points A and B is parallel to the slope of this curve.
Yes.
Okay, that means if you have given 2 points A and B, then the line joining A and B is parallel.
Sir, hello. Sir,
Hello, sir.
sir, your internet issue, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Maybe. Sir, you are disconnected.
लेफ्ट करना सर.
पूरा ही इंटरनेट गया सर का. Sir, you are now किसी
लीव कर दिया सर.
नहीं आ गया.
अब ठीक है.
हाँ सर. हाँ.
नेटवर्क का बहुत इशू हो रहा है.
सभी जगह.
ठीक है. So understand about the geometrical interpretation of Lagrange's
Sir,
mean
sir,
value theorem.
sir, repeat,
Yes.
sir, one, sir, we can. Sir,
Okay.
दो point, sir.
Okay. Lagrange's mean value theorem tells us that this point is A and this point is B. Okay, and this is A comma F and this is B comma Fa. Then what is the equation of joining these 2 points? FB minus Fa by B minus A. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is a chord joining these 2 points, and we have F dash C is a tangent to this curve at the point C.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Lagrange's mean value theorem tells us that this FB minus Fa and divided by B minus A is what? F dash C. That means the line joining these points is parallel to the slope of the curve, or in other words you can say that the slope of the curve is parallel to the chord joining these 2 points A and B.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And if F equal to FB, then this tangent will be parallel to x-axis. That's the particular case, and which is Rolle's theorem. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And another mean value theorem is called Cauchy's mean value theorem. Okay. Cauchy's mean value theorem. Okay. So what is Cauchy's mean value theorem? If two functions f and g are defined on closed interval AB, are number one, continuous on AB, derivable on open interval AB, and number three, g dash x is not equal to 0 for any x belongs to the open interval AB, then there exists at least one real number C belongs to AB such that FB minus FA divided by GB minus GA equals to F dash C upon G dash C. Okay. So this is the Cauchy's mean value theorem. Okay. So this is the Cauchy's mean value theorem. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, what is the geometrical meaning of this one? This geometrically tells us that if in this case, if we FB minus FA divide both numerator and denominator by B minus A, then this is what? GB minus GA divided by B minus A, and this one is F dash C divided by G dash C. F dash C is what? Rate of change of the function at the point C, and G dash C is what? Rate of change of function at point C. Okay, and FB minus FA by B minus A tells us this is mean rate. Okay, mean rate of change of the function FB, and this is also mean rate of change. Okay, we are trying to find some mean value of two numbers or mean value of some three numbers. Okay, so that's why this is a mean rate of change of that function, rate of change. But F dash C and G dash C are actual rate of change. Okay, so this tells us that mean ratio of the mean rates of increase of two functions is equals to the actual rate of the change. Okay, or actual increase of the function in some interval. Okay, understand? Actual change of the function or actual increase in the function at a point C is equals to the ratio of the mean rate of change of the function in some interval. Okay, so these three are important mean value theorem. Okay, so next time we will discuss some problems related to these theorems, and we'll define another types of mean value theorem that's are called Taylor's theorem and Maclaurin's theorem, and we'll find some series related to Maclaurin's theorem. Okay, in our next class. Okay, so for today this is enough. Okay, so do you have any question till now? Do you have any doubt? ठीक है ना आज का?
सर एक बात बोलनी थी, वो आप तो सर
हाँ,
वो
बोलो।
थ्योरी एंड सर वो हर एक का वो प्रूव भी कर रहा है, वो अच्छा है सर, लेकिन हम लोग वो यहाँ पर जो होता ही जा रहा है
हाँ, बताओ।
सर, उसका सर प्रैक्टिस थोड़ा कम हो रहा है, मतलब वो करने का टाइम भी कम पा रहे हो उसका। सर
प्रैक्टिस
उसमें
तुम लोग करते रहो, ठीक है? तुम लोग का प्रूफ वगैरह तो है नहीं, तो मैं जो भी करा रहा हूँ उससे रिलेटेड तो एक आध क्वेश्चन करा रहा हूँ ना, ठीक है?
हाँ सर,
और
वो
बाकी
ठीक है, वो
हाँ,
ठीक है सर,
तो बताओ।
लेकिन यही बोल रहा हूँ कि सर मतलब इसमें से तो कम क्वेश्चन नहीं है, बहुत ही वैरायटी है इसके अंदर भी, जब कर
हाँ,
रहा हूँ
हाँ।
तभी दिख रहा है, और जिससे
क्वेश्चन में भी वैरायटी है। मैं सब मतलब जितने टाइप के भी थ्योरी करा रहा हूँ ना, उससे रिलेटेड एक एक क्वेश्चन मतलब होमवर्क के लिए भी तुम लोगों को दे रहा हूँ, ठीक है? ताकि प्रॉब्लम ना हो, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
और अभी ऐसा है ना कि मतलब तुम लोगों का सिलेबस बहुत ज्यादा है, ठीक है? और क्लास जो है बहुत लेट से स्टार्ट